The United States and Israel have set specific, public deadlines for military action against Iran, synchronized with a list of infrastructure targets scheduled for destruction if their demands remain unmet. These threats identify vital economic nodes. Israel has warned Iranian citizens to avoid the national railway system to stay clear of kinetic strikes, while the U.S. has pledged to destroy every bridge and power plant in the country. This pressure campaign is designed to achieve a single geopolitical outcome: the total abandonment of Iran's nuclear weapons program. Washington is operating on the belief that past diplomatic delays allowed North Korea to successfully miniaturize nuclear warheads, a result the current administration is unwilling to tolerate in Tehran. Military assets are now positioned for an immediate strike, moving the region past the stage of diplomatic posturing toward a direct large-scale conflict. Under the weight of a full American military mobilization, regional adversaries typically seek immediate de-escalation or a formal ceasefire to avoid total destruction. Instead, Iran is responding with public mockery. Government channels and embassies have spent the hours leading up to the deadline taunting the U.S. on social media, questioning if the Americans will actually show up. This reaction comes despite the scale of U.S. operations. A recent mission to recover a single downed pilot involved an armada of 155 aircraft, demonstrating the immense logistical cost the U.S. is willing to pay for minor tactical goals. It leaves a glaring contradiction. How does a regional power remain this confident while facing the most technologically advanced military ever assembled? The U.S. strategy is built on overwhelming numbers, recording more than 10,000 flights and striking 13,000 targets in just over 30 days. Israel has bolstered this air campaign by using high-tech intelligence to track and assassinate the top-tier commanders of Hezbollah and the IRGC. This playbook requires uncontested control of the airspace, using precision-guided munitions and superior sensor tech to break an opponent's physical capacity to resist. The American playbook, using a strategy designed to make American technological superiority a liability. The first pillar is the mobilization of human shields. State media is broadcasting calls for civilians to surround power plants and nuclear sites, forcing the U.S. to choose between aborting its mission or committing war crimes on live television. The second pillar targets global economics at the Strait of Hormuz, a maritime bottleneck carrying much of the world's energy. Tehran proposes a $5 million toll for every ship, using global shipping to fund the rebuilding of any infrastructure destroyed by U.S. bombs. Third, Iran is using proxy threats to expand the conflict zone. They have signaled strikes against the King Fahd Causeway, threatening the critical infrastructure of U.S. allies in the Gulf. Finally, Iran issued a 10-point demand that essentially asks for a total U.S. capitulation, the removal of all sanctions, and guaranteed safe passage for Iranian vessels. Iran's strategy ensures that any American strike initiates a sequence of events that could collapse global trade and regional energy security. This asymmetric pressure is working because the United States is currently operating without its traditional global coalition. Major partners, including South Korea, Japan, and Australia, have all denied requests to participate in the military pressure campaign against Tehran. This lack of support has left Washington isolated, leading the U.S. president to publicly label NATO a paper tiger for failing to back American interests. Iran recognizes that the West is diplomatically fractured, leaving the U.S. to carry the economic and human risks of a new war entirely on its own. The standoff has transitioned into a high-stakes endurance test of pain tolerance. The U.S. is betting on its precision air power, while Iran is betting on its asymmetric assets, weaponized geography, economic tolls, and civilian shields. Modern aircraft cannot eliminate this type of leverage. These two playbooks have locked each other into a stalemate, leaving the global economy as the primary hostage, while both sides wait to see who moves first.